in Emporium. In the Philippines, I want to say magandang umaga ho sa inyong lahat. And for the people in the US watching this live at the Emporium, good evening, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to at least check it out. Check us out. Emporium is a unique US base, the first of its kind. Okay, the first of its kind. It's a Philippine-made and inspired product showroom and global business center. And its purpose is to create awareness as well as sales opportunities for Philippine-made products, services, and investments in the U.S. market. And Emporium is actually a physical place. Like I said, that's where I'm at right now. It's located at 3250 Wilshire Boulevard, number 602 in Los Angeles, California. So if you want to come and visit, please do so. We welcome you. Just go ahead and let us know when you're coming. Thank you. But what the Live Emporium is, this is one of the tools that we use to create the awareness, the sales opportunities by people watching, and hopefully organically, or what we're doing on social media is reaching other people. And I think it is. At the end of the day, what we want is that awareness creation. Okay, so that's what Live at the Emporium is. And today it is packed full of amazing stuff.
It's a beautiful day, no worries today. Cool breeze outside my window. This is the life. You're set for life. Just loving life. Retire in style with Espie.
Hello, hello! Welcome to Manila. I'm Espie Agbayani of Espie Realty, and welcome to another episode of Retire in Style with Espie. I've been a realtor since 1988, and I've been helping first-time home buyers, investors, and even retirees plan to retire in style. So since 2010, I have been exploring Philippines as a retirement option and help kababayans to sell their properties here and downsize, actually in LA, in California, and help them downsize and leverage it so that they can retire in style. Whether that is buying a smaller home and a more suitable home, and investing the rest of their money or their sweet equity. And this is the best time to do it. The market, actually, a lot of people are so apprehended about what's going on in the market right now. However, because of the shortage of supply in the market, and our millennials are getting older and creating their families, the baby boomers now, this is their best time to cash out some of their equity and, leverage on it by downsizing or taking some of their equity and using it for a cash flow. So today or tonight in Los Angeles, I have my special guests from Philippine National Bank showing different financing on how to finance properties using a mortgage or creating a mortgage in California or in the United States for a property that they are buying or investing in the Philippines. So, and then at the same time, I also have one of our leading developers, director of sales manager, Hazel Gendrano, present to us what's going on in the real estate world in the Philippines as one of the leading investment destinations now in Southeast Asia. So right now, I just want to let you know that despite the fact that our interest rates have gone up and there's slow in the market in real estate, actually, we're still holding on, especially in California. There's still a lot of multiple offers. There's still a lot of, value in our property. So if you are a baby boomer or if you're in the family with a baby boomer, this is the best time to leverage for it. Okay, so I would like to mention to you that, stay put and learn more and subscribe to us and like us and let us know where you are watching from. Okay, so now I would like to introduce PNB, but that's after my little ad. Okay, thank you. Take it away, Ferdinand. Thank you. And I would like to introduce to you this smart and young lady, Edith Manalang from the Philippine National Bank. She had been my guest before too, and I'm really, really appreciate that she's giving her time tonight to share us what's new in the lending when you want to purchase a property in the Philippines. So, Edith, can you go ahead and take the floor?
Thank you, Espie. Thank you. Hi, Ferdy. Hi, Hazel. Uh, Before I start my presentation, I'd like to thank you again for inviting me in your show. So, thank you for inviting PNB to make people aware of what we are doing in the US and how we are doing things there. So, here we go. Can you please show my slide?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Can you make it bigger, SP, please?
Oh, that would be Ferdy.
Ferdy, please. Okay. Let me start by introducing to you Philippine National Bank. Our address is located at 3435 Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles, California. Some of you may be familiar of this address. So it is the same. It is located in the same building where the Philippine Consulate General is. So we are in the ground floor. The consulate is at the fifth floor. So being foreign branch in a foreign branch of a foreign bank in the US, we are not that big, no, in terms of capitalization assets. However, the services that we offer to the public is very unique in the same in the way that we are able to allow Filipinos have a Philippine account while in the US. They do not have to go to the US, I mean to the Philippines, just to open the account. We can also service their deposits and remittances to their accounts in the Philippines. And we are the only bank that facilitates withdrawal transactions, meaning to say, if they have accounts in the Philippines, they don't have to carry it all the way from when they're traveling, going from the Philippines to the US, and declare the funds that they are carrying to the Bureau of Customs, so to the immigration. They just have to deposit it to their account and conveniently withdraw it here in the US. We also accommodate pensioners for their direct deposits. Both US pensioners and Philippine pensioners. But this time, we will be focusing on one product, which is the banner product of Philippine National Bank, Los Angeles, which is OPHL. The OPHL is a unique home financing that allows Filipinos, whether or non-Filipinos, whether you are a Japanese, Chinese, or Canadian residing in the US and is working in the US, you will be eligible to avail of our home financing program. So we have different corridors or over the world. We have one in New York, Tokyo, Singapore, Hong Kong, Middle East, Europe, Canada, and Guam. This is where most of the Filipinos are actually migrated or based when they go abroad. Okay, next slide, please. OPHL, our home financing um, covers the financing of the construction of your house, the renovation, purchase of real estate properties like condominium, house and lot, townhouse, and row houses. We also reimburse the acquisition of construction costs if ever you prefer to have your house built. That is, we release the loans based on the progress of the construction. And also, we finance the uh, building of row houses. This is kind of unique because, number one, the person availing of a loan is in the US while the properties being mortgaged is in the US. So, in the next slide, you will see the differences of our own Philippine home loan against the home financing mortgage of other banks in the Philippines. Okay. Number one advantages is the currency of the loan. Many of us doesn't know, when those buyers, when they avail of a loan in the Philippines, the loan is in pesos. However, when you avail a loan in the US, the currency is in dollars. So what is the advantage of this to you? Meaning to say that when you pay your loan, since you are um your income is in US dollars, you don't have to convert your funds in pesos. So you will be saving from foreign exchange losses or foreign exchange difference. So whatever your income is, you don't have to remit it in the Philippines. You just have to pay it through Philippine Los Angeles, PNB Los Angeles branch. And also for the age requirement, if you are availing loan in the Philippines, there is a you cannot avail actually if you are already 65 years old because that's the maximum term of the loan that you can avail. If you are 60 years old, you can only avail of a 5-year loan. In the US with PNB Los Angeles, there's no age limit. We do not discriminate as to age. So even if you are 65 years old, you can still avail of a 20 or 10 or 20-year loan. And this is favorable for our pensioners because most of them, they have already passed this age and they want to retire in the Philippines. However, they cannot, because of their age, they cannot avail any more of the loan. No, so with PNBLA, we provide that solution for you.
Mhm.
Who are the qualified borrowers? So we have again Filipino or dual citizenship, or non, as mentioned earlier, non-Philippine, that's for the Philippine banks. However, for PNB Los Angeles, any person regardless of nationality.
Yeah,
So
so
as
even
long
Americans, right, Edith?
even Americans, we have
Yes.
customers who are Americans, those who are married to Filipinos or Filipinas. They can really they can avail of our home financing. They build a house in Cebu, in mostly in Cebu and those provinces in the Philippines where tourist spots are located, like
Yeah.
in Bacolod, in
Mhm.
Davao.
Mhm.
So this is one also advantage of PNB Los Angeles, because there's a circular now issued by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas that those foreigners or Filipinos earning abroad cannot avail of a peso loan in the Philippines. No? So
Mhm.
even PNB Philippines cannot avail of cannot extend loans to those applicants or borrowers if their earnings are from outside the Philippines.
Mhm. That's good. Can you they use their pension money to qualify
That's
to get
one
the
good
Social
question.
Security?
Yes, good
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
SP, because even if they are already retired and they're just dependent on their pension, as long as their capacity will allow them to avail of the loan, then yeah, they can avail. They don't have to be gainfully employed, no, just to
Very
avail
good.
of a loan.
Yeah, let me break it right now, Edith. I know we have a lot of topics that we would like to share. There is one question actually in Facebook that's being asked by a friend of mine who is from New York. Do you have an address in New York, or do you have a branch in New York that can also do the same as in Los Angeles?
Oh yes, we have the one in Manhattan, New York. However, PNB Los Angeles can service the 50 states in the US. So even if
Oh,
you
great.
know, even if you are in Alaska, you don't have to go to Los Angeles to avail of the loan. We can even do it
You
virtually.
can do it
And
online.
yeah, online, not exactly online, but there are ways in which we do it properly and of course legally.
Mhm.
So they don't have to be concerned of their location. We make things easier for them. And there's what we call as apostille certification, wherein they have to just go to the Secretary of States in the states where they are located to have their documents authenticated or verified, and just send everything to PNB Los Angeles. We don't even
Very
have
good.
to see them in person.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, thank you, Edith. Yeah, we have viewers actually, and we have viewers all over, whether here in the Philippines and in US. And thank you for watching us. You can always go back to this because we always record it on YouTube with Emporium. And if you do have questions, go ahead and shoot that on the chat box. I will see how we can address it, or we can even send it to the information to you later. So let us know where you're calling from or where you're watching from. You know, it's really interesting for us to find out who are watching and where you are. And of course, if you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, that would be great. Thank you. So, Edith, thank you so much for sharing with us. I know our time is limited. Later on, we're gonna have some Q&A, and hopefully, we have some audience who can shoot our questions. So, yeah, do you have anything that
Let
we
me
can
just
show you about you, or you want to
yeah
finish up?
yeah, and let me just mention about this product, how unique and how beauty this product is. It was actually awarded as the best mortgage and home loan product of the year by the Asian Banking Finance Retail Banking Awards in 2021. And PNB is the number two best bank that was listed in the Forbes magazine in 2023.
Yes, very nice. Yeah, because it's so unique. Where it's a unique bank or a lender in such a way that you can borrow money in United States under the rules and guidelines of US. They are mandated with that because they are based in the United States, although the collateral is in the Philippines. So for those who wants to purchase a second home, or have or retire in the Philippines, that's one way of doing it, leveraging. Like, for instance, you can get a little equity from your home for your down payment, and then do your financing by taking another loan with PNB. So there's different ways of doing it, and for you to be questioning or to be asking us all these questions would be great for you, because knowledge, of course, makes a difference in your decisions on retiring style. So, Ferdy? Can we show Edith's ad?
A century old bank which has been in the industry providing financial solutions to every Filipino family. With a total of 717 branches and 1,589 ATMs located all over the Philippines. The bank that believes in putting its clients first and at the center of everything. Introducing the Philippine National Bank. Established as a government bank in 1916, which became fully privatized in 2007, PNB has been an instrument of economic development to this day, delivering customer-centric solutions to businesses and retail clients. PNB as a commercial bank is engaged in diversified banking activities such as deposit taking, lending, bills discounting, trade finance, foreign exchange dealings, fund transfers, remittance servicing, asset management, a full range of retail banking and trust services, and treasury operations. Internationally, PNB maintains its position as the bank with the largest global footprint with branches, representative offices, remittance centers, and subsidiaries located in Asia, Europe, Middle East, and North America. The bank continues to take lead in the overseas remittance business scene with remittance centers, agents, and tie-ups in the United States, Canada, London, France, Italy, Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, and the Middle East countries. Backed by a legacy of service excellence, PNB is poised to move forward to become a more dynamic, innovative, and customer-focused bank. A dependable financial partner that offers stability and security for Filipinos all over the world. Masasandaan kahit saan, kahit kailan. You want to know more? Visit www.pnb.com.ph for more information.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much, Edith, for your presentation. And later on, we're gonna have a Q&A among us. So the next one speaker that I would like to present is yeah, yeah. Thank you, Edith.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and we're gonna have now um, the director of sales of Alisi, which is Hazel Gendrano, and I would like to bring her in, and she will now talk about what's going on in the real estate market here in the Philippines. I am here right now, and it is amazing with all the growth that's going on and the build-ups. It's really so promising here in the Philippines right now. So, hi Hazel, thank you for being here.
Hi, Miss Espie. Thank you again for inviting me today through the live at Emporium. And hi, Ferdy. Also, and hi, Miss Edith. I know we have a lot of collaboration for the past years. That's why it's very exciting to be with everyone, with your audience, Miss Espie, tonight in the US, and which is morning here for us in the Philippines. And we're very grateful to be able to take this opportunity to share what's going on here in our country. Allow me to just share my slide. Hold on. Okay. Is it showing now, Miss SP?
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah, I like all your
Okay.
numbers.
All right. Hold on. Am I showing the right screen? Share screen.
Yeah, this is what you call
Yeah,
tech challenge
it's
for us.
okay. At the end of the day, you have some interesting information. So no, you're not sharing the screen yet. Let me see. Click
Okay.
the.
How's this now?
No, it's still not showing the right screen. You probably are clicking the wrong one. So be careful. You don't want to see some funny pictures in there. Okay.
Oh, no.
I don't want any accidental pictures in there. Who the heck is that?
Hold on. I'm about to find out how to do this again.
So far, ladies, you guys are doing a magnificent job. I love Edith's presentation.
Thank you so
I,
much.
I- I'm the voice with no face, which is better at this point. But I just
Yes.
wanted to make sure that so far everybody's enjoying what you've been doing. A lot of people have been asking me as far as we need to create more educational material as far as what we're trying to do with Philippine investing. And Hazel, you're always doing well with the listings, and you're doing well with everything with Ayala, and everybody's excited about getting to know more about it. But now, are you still having a little bit of a problem with sharing your screen?
I think so, but let me try this one more time.
Okay, we'll wait patiently.
Oh my
I know
Espie,
you
goodness.
have a.
I'm jealous the fact that you're in the Philippines. I'm waiting for my turn to go there so I can go visit Hazel also.
We
I
need to
know,
find you
right?
some sponsors who can take you, bring you here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll
Yeah,
we'll have a good time if
and live stream in a nice beach setting.
yeah. Well, where are you right now? I mean, in Philippines.
I
What do
am
you
in
call it?
Quezon City. This is where I
Nice.
grew up. I'm sitting in a house right now, our home since 1955 when I was born. Oops. I,
Oop.
now
No,
you know how old I am.
I thought you said 1975. What? Were you born in 1975, SP? Wow. Okay. But you were also
Yeah.
celebrating a birthday, right? Didn't you just celebrate a birthday
Yes,
or no?
yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hazel, do you have any? Is it working now?
I hope so. Here you go.
Yeah.
Okay, try it. Let me
Right.
see if go ahead and
Okay.
share it. Go
Is it
click.
working now?
Oh, here you go. Here you go. I think we have it. Okay,
All
winner,
right.
All
winner.
right,
Yes,
perfect. Okay.
perfect. Okay.
Now, again, just to continue the flow of our program today, again, thank you very much, Ferdy and SP, for inviting me again together with Miss Edith, which is a perfect combination for us because we've had a lot of collaboration together with Philippine National Bank as far as our marketing is concerned with the US market, and very, very, very attuned to your platform, Retiring in Style in the Philippines. Now, allow me to share what we have back home here in the Philippines and what's really going on other than us showcasing Philippine properties that we have with our company, Ayala Land. You know, the Philippines has really have promising information as far as our GDP is concerned, as far as how we perform compared to our neighbors. In fact, our performance within the ASEAN region is really outstanding compared to Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, and see how we are really sustaining our GDP growth as a country. And with that, because of what's really going on here, and I like the fact that Miss SP is going back and forth with her balik-balikan experience here in the Philippines and in the US to really experience these information that I'm sharing today. You know, we have the Build program that really drives the economy of the Philippines, the infrastructure projects, which makes it more exciting and more exciting retirement journey for the likes of Miss SP to really explore Metro Manila, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Um, in fact, I will also zoom into our some of the highlights of the infrastructure projects, which goes along the way with our current developments with Ayala Land. No? We have, of course, the different highlights like the Mega Manila Subway, the upcoming the Skyway that's already opened for the past almost 2 years. We also have the newly completed Clark International Airport, and we also have other infrastructure projects like the upcoming railroads, the upcoming railways within Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And just to highlight some of which in Luzon is that the new Clark Airport is open and is operational already. Other than the TPLEX, the CLEX, these are the more gateways for us to explore Luzon. In fact, another information that really drives the economy of the Philippines is that the remittances, which is coinciding with the platform of PNB. That's why we really have a lot of remittances that's coming into the Philippines that's really helping the economy of the Philippines. Other than that, when you do your customer service with your credit card, we have the BPO industry that's also thriving. Just to give you some inputs why we really have a good performance as far as our economy is concerned in our country, and giving you favorable demographics as you consider your retirement or an invest at the same time your investment here in our country when you consider your retirement or just plainly investing in the country. And at the same time, we hope that you will be able to experience the future of our country, making us, as said by Capital Economics, that we will be the 18th biggest economy in by 2050. So we hope that really have a bright future for our country. That's why, with Ayala Land, we really make sure that we have the best quality property developments that we can provide to those who would be very interested in having a place back home here in the Philippines from the US and setting foot for their retirement, for being with their relatives, and of course, enjoying their life ahead of them. I just wanted to share one of our latest property developments in the north, which is one of the admirations of Miss Espie. That's why she keeps on coming back here in the Philippines too. We have the Alviera Estate in Porac, Pampanga, which is one exit away from the Clark exit from the SCTEX. The SCTEX is one of the first infrastructure projects that was been built so many years, and it's continuously being maintained and even extended to other parts of Luzon. Just to share with you where Alviera is, it's our 1,800 hectare property development that will be a mixed use estate wherein we have the business district, we have the industrial district of the estate, and of course we have the residential property wherein one can really consider to live, retire, and even grow their family in this location. The north side is really a very promising side of our country, wherein we have accessibility to other parts of the region. Allow me to play this video so that this will be more exciting for you.
A new urban district is about to rise in the northern area of Luzon. Designed to bring urban living and nature together, let's take a trip to Alviera. For their newest venture, Ayala Land has partnered up with real estate company Leonio Land to turn the vast landscape of Porac, Pampanga into a sustainable estate. Alviera is a 1,800 hectare property that sits right at the heart of Central Luzon. This dynamic and nature-driven community with living, livelihood, and leisure all in one place. Also serves as a gateway to the Subic Freeport Zone and the Clark International Airport. Alviera Estate is just an hour and a half away from Metro Manila. It's accessible via major thoroughfares like NLEX, which is now linked to SLEX via the newly opened Skyway Stage 3, which cuts travel time from 2 hours to just 30 minutes. You can also take the SCTEX and the TPLEX if you're coming from the northern part of Luzon. In the near future, Alviera Estate will also be easy to reach through railway projects. Alviera Estate was developed to be a growth center nestled in nature, and its 4 well-designed districts are a testament to that. The Alviera City Center is where a lot of the work and play will take place. While corporate offices and retail and commercial spots are yet to be built, the action-packed sandbox and the getaway for families who seek adrenaline-raising, nature-loving activities. Having an attraction like this in your neighborhood is hard to beat. The Alviera Country Club, on the other hand, is the first of its kind in Central Luzon.
And is certainly a place to enjoy all of life's pleasures. There's a swimming pool, premier fitness and wellness amenities that bring you closer to nature, and an array of first-class sports facilities for basketball, volleyball, and tennis.
For a little one-on-one with nature, one will be able to find that at the Alviera Greenbelt.
This 5-kilometer open space will be taken care of by the La Salle Botanical Garden as they bless the estate with 25 themed gardens, a plant nursery, and greenhouses. This stretch will be cultivated in between the West and East districts, where most of the residential communities will be. The Alviera West District will be the go-to place for relaxation.
Recreational and wellness centers, themed hotels, and retail spaces will be found here.
And as for the residents, the higher elevation here will let them relish the most scenic panoramic views. Finally, the Alviera East District will be the setting for educational institutions like the Miriam College and Holy Angel University, a 64-hectare eco-industrial park, and the 7-hectare East commercial area for both business and leisure.
Alviera's diverse property lineup can match just what you need. If you're looking for something quaint, then Greendale might just be the place for you.
30 hectares in size, this peaceful neighborhood developed by Avida Land will be just 20 minutes away from your East Commercial, where all of life's conveniences will be. A starter home will fit perfectly in any of the 125 to 260 square meter lots, so you can build your dream home and wake up to nature every morning. There will be a complete amenities area where both children and adults can have fun and stay healthy. Residents will be able to enjoy the clubhouse with a function hall, adult and kiddie pools, a play area, several parks, a basketball court, and a jogging path.
For the safety of the residents, roving security will be available 24/7, while CCTV devices will be set up in strategic locations.
But more than just buying a home, Avida Land properties are a sound investment as their value has already increased by 193% since 2014. And just like all other Alviera properties, you can guarantee that you'll be surrounded by nature. Plus, the sustainability features such as natural ventilation and lighting, walkable and bikeable lanes will allow you to rest easy knowing you'll be doing the environment some good. There will also be a 3-hectare amenities complex that sits right at the center of the neighborhood. The swimming pools, basketball court, kids' play area, open fields, and jogging path will all serve as the common ground to bring the neighborhood together.
If you'd like to be part of this emerging estate, we can find the property that best fits you and take.
So that's one of our featured properties that we have right now in the north of Luzon, which is in Porac, Pampanga. We still have available lots, and these are the amenities that we can have. But a part of not just retiring in the Philippines, we want you to have the same experience as far as investing is concerned, in terms of the track record of the company, giving you a good track record of value in terms of the appreciation of the values of the properties that we have, which is something that you can also experience as you consider a property like this in Pampanga. And more than that,
had been so much of
yes,
a,
thank you. So,
ever
yeah.
since even when I was in high school, Ayala has already been popular. They created Makati and Forest Park, for goodness sakes.
Yes. So, yeah, connecting it with your lifestyle, Miss Espie, we really want you to enjoy life more, even in the Philippines. That's why we have new developments like this in the side of Luzon in Pampanga.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
Hazel, I appreciate your presentation and for sharing all that information of not only about Ayala, your company, but of course also what's happening in the Philippines, all the infrastructure that's happening here, that's being built from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And it is amazing. Every time I come here, there's always something new, another highway that opens up, So
Yes.
for our audience, please check it out. use YouTube. There's a lot of information happening in YouTube. I always follow. If you are from from a certain kind of province, go ahead and check that out. I check out Bulacan and I see what's developing in my hometown in San Miguel. I check it out and follow through with that. So if you do have some properties here that you want to develop, the best way to do it is to do your research. Use YouTube. There's a lot of bloggers, Filipino bloggers, who are promoting Philippines for retirement and also just for general knowledge of what's going on in their hometown and also in their area. And that's what I suggest. So, hey, if you're watching us, let us know where you're watching from. Subscribe and share it. We are in YouTube. Emporium has its own channel. I have my own channel. So, like us and reach out to us. So, uh, of course, I'm giving you your ad. So, for the ad, thank you so much.
Thank you again, Miss Espie.
Yes, yes. Now, yeah, I would like us, the three of us, to join together and have a conversation with our topic. And I know Edith has financing is the vital in any kind of purchase, major purchase of a real estate. It's the biggest investment that an individual does initially. Because usually when we are independent, when we already have our job, not necessarily already married, but we are more independent and making our own, building our career. The first thing that we like to do is to purchase or invest into a home. So right now, even though there is some all kinds of news in the U.S., apprehensions about whether should they buy or not, there's still a need. It's a shelter. Shelter is one of the basic needs of a family, and there is a shortage of homes in even in California in general, in the United States. I have read that despite the fact that the interest rates have gone up, the equity is still being held up, especially in California, especially in Los Angeles. So this is a great time for you to really leverage on your equity. Don't just let it sit there. Leverage on it. Maybe you can downsize. Use a part of your equity to invest, whether here in Los Angeles, in California, or in United States, or in the Philippines. There's more and more Americans now who are looking at retiring in different places because of the affordability. There's people go to Portugal, people go to Belize, people go to South America or to Mexico. Why not us go to the Philippines? We're English speaking country. We are well known for our caregiving nurses and doctors, and all these healthcare providers are also here in the Philippines. And
That's
now
very
lately,
true, Miss Espie. We
yeah,
have just last Sunday, when I was supposed to see you during our open houses, I was servicing a Spanish who was really looking into retiring here in the Philippines and really
yes,
looking at the advantages of the exchange rate that they have
yes,
versus our peso. So he's really
uh,
looking into in retiring here and investing here compared to Spain. Just to
And
yes,
cite.
yes.
yeah, and SP, a while ago you mentioned about the interest rates. It's
Mhm.
true that the Federal Reserve Bank has already increased the rates here in the US and also in the Philippines. And one good news is that our lending rate is still the same. No, it's still 8% for 10 years, for 10 years fixed. So they should, leverage on that as well. I don't know until when we can offer that rate, but right now it's still there. It's the same rate. So for the borrowers, for the buyers of Hazel, you already know what to buy or where to buy. We will teach you how to acquire those properties. We will be take care of the
Very,
financing and how you can,
Yeah,
pay off those dream home.
very
yeah.
true.
The
Thank
good
you
thing
very
is
much.
that Yeah, what I wanted to share is that there's a lot of reunions right now. So old classmates, high school, college, grade schools, they start to rebond and they get to see each other. And if they come here and check out or have a reunion, they can actually buy in blocks, and get a good, a
Neighborhood.
better deal. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to move here or to have a home here, I've seen friends or families, they buy in blocks. They buy in, like said, same level, same building, and then they can even negotiate with the developer, like Hazel,
Mhm.
or
One,
some other developers. There's other places to go. But
yes,
of course, Ayala is the I think Ayala is still the most dependable developer here. But
thank you.
there's we
I
have we
agree.
have so many developers in the Philippines. Yeah,
Yes,
just to
while
just
we
to be
have
clear.
friends in the market,
Yeah,
our competitive advantage is really the quality of the properties that we
yeah,
have, and
and the
at the same
maintenance.
time, the service that we provide in terms
Yes,
of how we develop our properties. Just like
yes,
that slide that I shared earlier, that how the experience of our residents, investors, and at the same time, they also give it as a legacy for their future families. As they do their estate planning, they pass it on to their children and to the next generation, how they have good quality properties, and just like our the different brands that we have. One good thing that in terms of our collaboration together with BNB and with you, Miss Espie, as one of our marketing partners, we're very grateful that and my experience for almost 20 years of servicing the Filipino American market, I've really seen and was able to service a lot of Philams, and I think that's also something that's very important while we have viewers right now in this platform of the Emporium now, how we want to make sure that you are transacting with the right people, you are making sure that your transaction is legitimate, and you're carefully making sure that you're doing the right decision for yourself. So we
that's right.
hope that
Yeah,
we'd be able to make sure that we provide you with the right financing through the help of Miss Edith also, and the right location with the help of Miss SP also, and just to validate what we share with you and how we make sure that you get the proper service from our company, and together with our the team here with you this evening there in the US. Thank you.
yes, yes. Thank you so much for all your contribution, Hazel and Edith. And of course, I would like to thank our viewers and follow us all the time. If you can, we always bring in a lot of value and information for you. And with that, I would like to see if there's any questions. Ferdinand, do we have any questions, or do you have anything in mind that you want to ask? Yes, we have somebody from Facebook who is saying hello. So is there a question there? Otherwise,
Hello.
yeah. So otherwise, right now, what we want to do is to open the floor to anybody who has some more information or more question. And remember that you can always reach out to us. You can PM us in Facebook or reach out. We send out our information, and of course through Ferdinand, our recording or our event is always recorded, and it is in YouTube with Emporium with Ferdy. Right, Ferdy? Are
Yes,
you still there?
There's
there's
a
a
question.
question. How is real? By the way, before you guys answer that question, all of you are amazing because sometimes people don't realize how valuable you guys are. This is the triple threat kind of presentation here. You already have the property, you have the money, and you have the charm over there of SP to help you be educated. So if you guys are looking, anybody watching us right now, if you're looking at this and want, hopefully you're watching it again. This is all you need to really understand how to buy property in the Philippines. And then also, I think SP needs to do another show strictly on how to take the equity out of U.S. properties. This way, you can buy that whole block of properties in Philippines. You know,
Yeah.
you can, I think we
Different
can
Well,
ways
make a
of
big.
well, the
owning.
dollar of Miss Edith is now at 54.
Yeah.
Yes.
54, I think 60 this morning. So
Uh-huh.
you
Okay.
can
Wow.
see the
Six.
That's
value of
why
your
that's why
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy for anyone who is a Philem who is not considering the Philippines because the money can go so far right now. But okay, well, I made my comment, but there's a question, and you can
Yes.
take each one. How is real estate in Cavite? Somebody's asking.
Okay, I
Well,
can answer
let
that.
me give an overview. I know Hazel is the perfect guru on that one, but I was surprised to see what Cavite has become, and it is it's a growing province. We use Cavite is a province now; it's a city. All the little different towns there now is a city. So Hazel, can you share us what's going on there?
Well, Cavite is very huge. As far as Silang, Cavite, we have property developments there. Which is very close to Nuvali. We also have in Kawit, Cavite, which is our Evo city. We have an estate there. It's
How
a
far is that from the airport, the
about
Inaiya
40,
Airport?
45 minutes, 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Kawit, it's closer, about 35 to 40 minutes. And, what used to be where we have a lot of developments there, we have estate developments there right now because we also have the Kala X that's being constructed right now. And actually, if you're going up to all the way to Tagaytay, you'll be able to use the Kala X already, and it will also have another extension that will lead you to Nasugbu also. So Cavite is growing. We have our developments there, as well as in different parts of Cavite, not just in Kawit. We have in Silang. We also have in Tagaytay.
Yeah, and that road, that highway, the Cavite freeway, I think they're expanding that all the way to the north until it goes to Bataan, isn't it?
There will be a bridge.
Bataan all the
Oh,
way to
yeah, if you
Ilocos.
hear the news about it, there's going to be a bridge that will connect Bataan and Cavite. But right now, what we are enjoying is the parts of the Calax already, which is the Cavite Laguna Expressway, which is somewhat open already. There's already parts of it, but it's still under construction. That's why there's a lot of buyers in that area because they know that it's very progressive, especially when these exits open and as the construction of the Calax is in full swing. Actually, just to cite you an example, just in my personal experience, when the Skyway was just by Alabang or even just by Bikutan, and the construction was really heavy in the South Luzon Expressway, the property price of Ayala Alabang at the time was about 60,000 per square. When the Skyway opened in Alabang exit, it shoot up to 90,000 per square, and now Ayala Alabang is
Double.
ranging between 130 to 150,000 pesos per square.
Wow.
Ladies,
Going
I have
more
a
than
I
double.
have a I have a question from a Facebook user again. I wish I knew who they were, but I don't know if it's specific to any of you. It's just more like a general question. I'm going to go ahead and flash it on the screen and go ahead and answer that. But Edith, if you want to jump in on what the question is on Cavite, please do that. But let me go ahead and flash the question on the screen.
Mhm.
How
How
easy?
many is it to
Oh,
get what construction? How easy it is to get construction financing if I buy a property dwelling for small developments?
I think this is for Miss Edith and
Yeah.
home
Um,
improvement.
Hi again to whoever our Facebook user is. For our home financing, unfortunately, it's really for consumer only. We don't finance
Owner
business.
occupied.
And yeah, it should be
Yeah.
owner occupied. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry that that's not part of the program of our OPHL.
Yeah, so for PNB in Los Angeles, what they finance are for owner occupied properties. So if there's 10 of you, brothers and sisters who wants to retire in the Philippines and build a house, then you can do financing with Edith by doing, 10 houses, you know, so it's
Actually,
Yes.
if they
owner
want to
occupied.
SP, if they want to, let's say, if the project is an apartment building, well,
Mm.
as long as one of the units is owner occupied, then we can also finance. And if
So
Mm.
they're
even if
asking
the
that,
Edith, even
yes,
if the unit has 10 units,
So
no,
no.
maximum of 4 units
yeah.
is
So it's
allowed.
just like in US, 1 to
Yes.
4. Yeah. Mm.
So when they talk of construction financing, we evaluate the construction progress. So that's how we release the loan. So if
Yeah.
the
Also
construction
in phases.
progress is, let's say, 30%, then we can release 30% of the loan amount. So it's also
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
on a
that's
similar to
staggered
what they do in
basis.
California.
Yes.
Hmm.
That's nice to know, Miss Edith. Thank you. Also, that's helpful information, and maybe
Yeah.
um, if that audience would be able to give you their information, so that maybe we can develop his or her question. Maybe it can lead to something that we will
Yes.
be able to help
Yeah.
him with.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can see in the screen my contact information. So if you want to have more details about the project or about the financing, then please do give us a call. We
Yes.
really have a dedicated team for our OPHL.
Hmm. So if it is actually for investing, so what do you recommend, Miss Edith? Who can they go to for financing if their intention is to invest? Because there's a lot of people who wants to maybe put up a building, and then a portion of that building they can put some units on it to live on. So is there special lenders who can do that?
By the
Yes,
way,
but
before you answer that question, we have a sort of a special viewer on on there. It says, by the way, this is Audie De Castro, and I can't wait for my Ayala condo in circuit. So he's watching right now, and
hi,
we all know
Dr.
who
De
he is.
Castro.
Hi. Thank you for watching.
Are
Thanks,
Okay.
you
Audie.
are you okay with our rates, Attorney De Castro or Dr. De Castro? It's 4460.
54, 60,
Yeah,
54.
yeah, 54.
Yeah.
Thank you for
So
watching
anyway,
us today.
yeah.
Anyway, going back to the question, SP, about details of the project, yeah, you can just email me or call me for just to to explore the
Other
and
lending options.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because PNB services more for it caters more to those who wants to come here and live here. So it's owner occupied. So in my creative mind, you can always do like group buying, but still you have to qualify. Each house has to qualify as an owner occupied property. Not as a corporation or not as a cluster. So otherwise, she can also share with you other lending options, because of course, here in the Philippines, there are ways to finance your investment, especially right now that the yeah, administration, our present administration is really looking to inviting a lot of even Filipinos that have worked for years and years, our millennials, oh no, not millennials, but our baby boomers who are now in the retiring age, a lot of them are coming home. So we are welcoming them here in Manila as a retirement option, or to make it as a second home, or maybe a place where they can have their kids or their apos stay and experience Philippines too. our culture, our inviting destinations here, the beaches, the beautiful beaches we have. And one thing is that we have a very, very lucrative culinary diversity, you know. So anyway, we really, really appreciate your time for joining us, and our time is up. Look at that. We got so engrossed with our topics that we are over time right now. So anyway, watch us again. This is recorded. And if you want to reach out, you can always do. And we welcome you again to the next episode.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
also.
much, Hazel. Thank
Have
you
a great
for
evening,
being here.
everyone.
I'll see you. Hopefully, I'll see you, Miss Edith, here in Manila. I'll be here until May 9.
Yeah, let's text
So,
text me, please.
Yes.
It's a beautiful day. No worries today. Cool breeze outside my window. This is the